I will be doing an experiment on the electrolysis of water. A compound is a substance made of two or more elements that are chemically combined. This results in a new substance that has new and different properties from the original elements. The only way to break down a compound is through a chemical change which requires energy. This experiment demonstrates the process of breaking a compound, in this case water, into its elements using electricity. Water, or H2O, consists of two hydrogen atoms bound to a single oxygen atom. We will split water back into its two ingredients, hydrogen and oxygen. The following materials are used: a 9-volt battery, 4 alligator clips and insulating wire, a container of hot water, then a thin piece of cardboard, 2 pencils, and lemon juice. The pencils are sharpened on both ends. They serve as electrodes as the graphite in the pencils will conduct electricity. Each pencil is connected to the battery with an alligator clip attached to the graphite of the pencil. The other end of the pencil will be submerged in water. The experiment is assembled now. Water becomes part of the circuit. Electrons flow down one pencil across the other and back into the other pencil. This creates a circuit and electrons flow around it. Energy of the electrons breaks water into hydrogen and oxygen ions. As soon as the connections are made, bubbles will begin appearing around each submerged pencil tip. These bubbles are the components of water, hydrogen and oxygen, that are split apart by electricity as it travels through the water from one pencil to another. There aren't many bubbles forming now. This is because water doesn't conduct electricity well. We need to add an electrolyte such as salt, baking soda, or lemon juice to make this process faster. I decided not to use salt because a small amount of chlorine gas may be produced, and this can be harmful if inhaled. We will be using lemon juice instead. The pencil attached to the negative end of the battery collects positively charged hydrogen gas, while the pencil attached to the positive end collects negatively charged oxygen. We can see that more hydrogen bubbles form compared to oxygen. This is because of the chemical structure of water, which is H2O, 2 hydrogen atoms per 1 oxygen atom. We can clearly see after adding the lemon juice that there are a lot more bubbles on both pencil tips. In summary, we use electricity to break down a compound, water, into its elements, hydrogen and oxygen. This is my second experiment about separating a mixture. A mixture is a combination of 2 or more substances that are not chemically combined and are relatively easy to separate back into individual substances. I have the following items: almonds, uncooked rice, and flour. I will now create a mixture by mixing the items together in a bowl. In order to separate the flour from the rice and the almonds, we need to use a filter. The filter will allow the flour to pass through, leaving the rice and the almonds behind. The flour has been separated from the rice and the almonds. It is now easy to separate the almonds from the rice because of the large size difference. We have now separated the mixture into its original components. In summary, a mixture is a combination of several substances that are not chemically combined, and it is easy to separate back into original substances.